Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support, all of your likes, all of your shares, all of your comments. If you are interested in a private reading, please just click on my website. I do have it linked below in the description bar. Lastly, I am on social media, so I am now on Facebook. If you're interested in liking my page on Facebook, please do. I am also on Instagram, and if you are interested in receiving a daily Oracle guidance message, I do draw and upload a daily Oracle guidance card every single day to my Instagram account. So if you're interested in that, then please head over and follow me on Instagram. Oh, and one last thing, for these general tarot forecasts, you should always be sure to watch not only your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your rising sign. If you happen to not know what your moon or rising sign are, I do have linked in the description bar below a website that actually can calculate that for you for free. So I wish you all a wonderful week. Just stay tuned for the reading. Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of March 7th through the 13th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, let's get started. Alright, Gemini, I have the Four of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, which can represent feeling bored, feeling flat, feeling emotionally uninspired with something in your life. This also can represent receiving an offer. Perhaps you find this offer unappealing. Maybe you need to take a second look at it. But not always, but let's see. All right, so the overall energy, Gemini, is the Six of Swords, which is a very positive energy. This is you moving out of stormy waters into much more calmer waters. This is moving from a particular place, environment, or situation to a much more positive place, environment, or situation. There's always an improvement with the Six of Swords. So you could be physically moving to a new home. And if that's the case, you know, where you're moving to is an improvement. It's much better than where you once were, where you were living. This can be, for some Geminis, you simply moving forward with your life. In some area of your life, you could be moving from stormy waters to much more calmer, harmonious waters. So very positive energy. And I do think that many Geminis are perhaps moving to a new home, because I do have the Tower here. And so with the Six of Swords here and also the Tower can represent a piece of real estate, a building, a structure. I do feel like there are some Geminis that maybe this is the week that you're moving. Maybe you're buying a new home, or you're taking control of maybe a piece of property, or if not a piece of property, a change that's occurring within your life. The Tower can sometimes be that sudden, unexpected change. The Tower for me is very much a neutral card. This change does not always have to be that negative, destructive sort of change. Sometimes, depending on the things that are going on within your life, the Tower can sometimes be a very much needed energy. Now, I do have the Emperor right next to the Tower, which the Emperor represents authority, being the boss, being in control, being empowered. I feel like for many Geminis, you have this big life change that's happening for you, but I feel like you're empowered. This is you being in control of this change. You're moving forward. The Six of Swords is, you're moving from maybe those stormy waters, or, it could have been conflicts. It could have been anything. And you're moving to, a more peaceful place, somewhere that will bring you peace of mind. So this. I feel like you're empowered. You're in control. You're making excellent decisions. You're practical, you're grounded, and you're in control of this change. I feel like for most of you, most of the Geminis watching this, this is not going to be something unexpected. I think that some Geminis might have suffered some sort of loss with the Five of Cups here. This can be loss, this can be sadness. This card will come up when your heart is heavy. I've noticed that when your feelings are hurt, when you've gone into an argument or anything, something that's just not going your way, and you're maybe a little bit too focused on the negative. The Five of Cups can represent focusing too much on the negative, needing to focus on the things in your life that are positive and that still remain. But this also can be, loss, sadness, heartache. For some Geminis, this might be a stronger energy. Perhaps something did happen within your life. It could have maybe shaken your life up. But I feel like where you're headed now will be better, will be positive. This is a positive life change. Now, other Geminis, this could have been, like I said, something that wasn't sudden, something that you wanted to happen. This change is something that maybe you were expecting. It could have been maybe on hold or something like that, and that could be why we have the Five of Cups here for some Geminis. Maybe there's a change. Maybe you're trying to move to a new home and you had to wait. I've pulled the Five of Cups for people that have had to wait on something, and it's brought them sadness. There's things that they're trying to do, they're trying to progress, and they're trying to move forward with, and just things were not happening. So it can weigh on you. So that could be why the Five of Cups is here for some Geminis. I do see things turning around. Like I said, the Four of Cups here, which is interesting because you have the 3, the 4, and the 5 of Cups here. But, some Geminis might be receiving an offer. The Four of Cups can also represent that offer coming through. So that could be, why we have the Tower here. There could be that offer coming in. And I do see celebrations. I have the 3 of Cups here, which can be a very nice light energy. This can be you being very social, spending time with friends and family. But also this is a card of celebrations for me. So this could be you celebrating this change for some Geminis. Socializing, maybe spending time with coworkers, friends, family. Now, I also have the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is facing this direction. So this King of Cups, which could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, this person directly might have something to do with this, because he's looking right over here, directly over in this direction. So this person could be very significant. This could be maybe a husband, a father, a friend. For some of you, this could be a boss. This person might have some sort of significance. It can also be a woman. It does not have to be a man. And it can be someone that's not a water sign as well. Anybody with the King of Cups characteristics. Someone who's generous, kind, loving, someone who has a big heart. Now, what's interesting is I have the King of Cups here, and directly underneath the King of Cups, I have the King of Wands. So you have 2 characters here, and then I also have the Emperor, which I do feel is you, Gemini. So this King of Wands could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries person. For some of you, Aries will be quite significant this week. So this could be, you know, a brother, a sister, an uncle, a father, a man or a woman, a friend, a husband. This could be someone around you. Let's see what I get with this. For some of you, I feel like the King of Wands is your energy. I feel like you're fiery this week. I feel like you have the energy of the Emperor, which the Emperor's fiery in my opinion, but he's also very practical and grounded. The King of Wands is very ambitious, fiery, driven, an optimistic man with a lot of energy. I feel like many of you actually have this energy. I see a lot of fire here. As I see emotions, but I see a lot of fire here in this spread as well. I think that you're optimistic about your future. The King of Wands is facing the Fool here, which is a new beginning. This is you taking a leap of faith, deciding to walk down a new path, start something new. So I feel like for many of you, this is your energy of the King of Wands, where you're just very maybe enthusiastic, fiery. You're very ambitious in regards to you stepping out on this new path, taking a leap of faith. Now, what's interesting though is I have on top of the Fool, I have the Five of Wands, and it's directly behind the King of Cups. So this Five of Wands could be conflicts, but these would be very petty arguments, petty conflicts. It could be with the King of Cups person, because the King of Cups again is facing this situation, but he has his back to the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands can be arguing over very petty, minor things, having differences of opinion. So for some Geminis, this is simply going to be you having maybe some differences with this person in your life. Again, I don't feel like this is significant. This would be over very small, petty things. The Five of Wands can also be competition around you within the workplace. So for some Geminis, this can be within the workplace. This can be that competition or those coworkers around you. But I don't really feel like, you know, you're focused on them. You know, you're looking towards your new beginning. You're looking towards walking down this new path. I feel like you're not really focused on this. And you know, I do see that you're looking this way and then this other person is looking this way. So this could be just simply you and someone not seeing eye to eye on something. But other than that, I see you moving forward. I see you celebrating. I see you being in control of a big change that's occurring within your life. I do feel like for the majority of you, this is very positive. This might require taking a leap of faith. But I am going to draw you an additional guidance card. Let's see what the angels have to say for Gemini for this upcoming week. Okay, so I have two cards that flipped over. So these are the ones that I'm going to take. All right, so we have Bridget, which is caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. Interesting. So before you take this leap of faith, Gemini, your angels are simply cautioning you to take a deeper look, a closer look into this situation. And then I have Bethany, and it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a sea salt bath, or pedicure. So what I'm really getting from this, Gemini, is for you to take some time spend some time alone. That's what I'm getting from these cards. You have a lot going on this week, and I do think that Spirit is simply cautioning you to look deeper. I don't think they're telling you to change your mind and to not walk down a new path. I'm not getting that at all. I think that they're asking you to plan more and look into the situation more. With Bethany here saying, you know, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Absolutely. Spend some time alone, pamper yourself, maybe go shopping, whatever it is, spend some time alone. Think about these big life changes that you're making. Really just, you know, look closely at everything, plan things out more perhaps. Take care of yourself. You know, reward yourself. I do feel like you deserve it. And if you're happy, again, everybody around you is happy. So, you know, just take this advice. It will serve you well. And other than that, I think you're going to have a great week. So I do hope you enjoyed this reading, Gemini, and I just hope you have a great week. Take care.